Hello students, myself Miss Rachna Jain, Associate Professor, Department of English, Government PG College, Rajgarh, Alwar. Today in this video lecture, I will explain you the poem A Prayer for My Daughter written by W.B. Yeats. This poem is in the syllabus of BA Part 3rd English Literature, Paper 1st, Unit A. This is my 5th video lecture on this poem. Students, I read the lines for you. In courtesy, I would have her chiefly learned. Hearts are not had as a gift, but hearts are earned by those that are not entirely beautiful. Yet many that have played the fool for beauty's very self has charm made wise, and many a poor man that has roved, loved, and thought himself beloved, from a glad kindness cannot take his eyes. Courtesy. The word used in these lines, courtesy, means good manners, and the word roved means wander, aimlessly wander anywhere. The poet wants his daughter to have beauty, but not so much beauty as to make her proud. The poet gives examples from history and legend of over beautiful women who suffered much themselves and also caused great sufferings to others because of their pride and vanity. So, in these lines, the poet says that the courtesy is an essential quality for a woman. In these lines, the poet prays to God that his daughter Annie Butler Yeats should not merely be a bewitching beauty, she should also have virtues like courtesy. He prays that his daughter may be particularly gifted with courtesy, for hearts of lovers are not taken as a gift by those who are not fully beautiful. Lovers' hearts are won by them by virtue of their good manners. Here, the poet gives the example of his wife, who was not extraordinarily beautiful, yet she won the heart of the poet. Beauty was its own power indeed, yet the charm of courtesy has also made wise many lovers who have played the fool for the exceptional or extraordinary physical beauty of their beloveds. Many poor lovers of physical beauty who have wandered here and there in their beloveds' land dreams and loved them passionately or ardently and thought that their sweethearts, their beloveds, are also loved them, have been found unable to take their eyes off the face of a kind and courteous woman. The poet means to say that the charming manners are more important for a woman than more physical beauty. A good mannered, sweet tempered lady speaking kind words to everybody around her attracts all. In the above lines, the poet himself had undergone such a bitter experience and found from his own experience that a woman modest in beauty was able to attract human heart positively. This had happened in the case of Mrs. Yeats. Yeats had a quite happy life, although Mrs. Yeats was not as handsome as Madgone. Yet He led a very happy life throughout his life, while Madgon remained frustrated. May she becomes a flourishing hidden tree, that all her thoughts may like the linnet be, and have no business but dispensing round their magnanimous of sound, nor but in merriment begin a chase, nor but in merriment a quarrel, or may she live like some green laurel rooted in one dear perpetual place. Now I explain you the difficult words in easy English, simple language, such as flourishing. Flourishing means flowering and rich. Hidden means concealed. Linnet, a bird, symbolizes the innocence and happiness. Dispensing, means scattering. Magnanimities means high sounding. Merriment, joy or happiness. Laurel, name of a tree, a kind of plant, symbolizes happiness. Perpetual, permanent. These lines have been taken from the poem A Prayer for My Daughter, composed by W.B. Yeats. In these lines, the poet continues his prayer. He prays that his daughter might be happy and should make others share her happiness. Here, the poet wishes that his daughter's hidden soul may flourish like a tree, and her thoughts may be as important and innocent and cheerful as the linnet's notes. He also prays that her soul may have no business other than that of speaking words of courtesy and doing deeds of kindness to those around it out of her innocent and cheerful thoughts. She may not take a drink or start a quarrel except for the sake of fun. He also wishes that his daughter live like a green laurel tree, having her roots in perpetual aristocratic, traditional and courtesy. The poet considers a life rooted in tradition a happy life, and so he desires and wishes that his daughter's life should be rooted in one place and tradition, like a green laurel tree. Such a permanent place and traditional condition would result in the maximum of happiness for her. The poet prays for the daughter that she may become a flourishing hidden laurel tree symbolizing peace and prosperity. She should be magnanimous and of good manners, and should play and quarrel only in merriment. So the poet prays for his daughter and wishes that she should flourish and reach self fulfillment. She should be strongly rooted and make others happy like linnet bird. She should dispense or scatters happiness all around among people as linnet spreads the sweet music all around, cheering the listeners. Her daughter should make others happy as linnets do by their songs. She should herself be happy and make the people around her happy. She should have strong roots like the green laurel tree, rooted solidly at the one place. So WB is gradually trying to develop a tree into a symbol of strength, beauty, loveliness and permanence. That's all for the day. In the next video, I will explain you the rest part of the poem A Prayer for My Daughter. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.